Hello? Hello? Oh, wow, this internet is like a lot faster than it was back at my aunt's house. Holy shit, this is great. I'm super happy about this. Hi! Welcome to my drawing stream. So. I'm super excited about this. I've made a lot of, as you can see, I'm really I did a lot of work on the line work of this picture, and so I'm super excited about doing the what is it again? Oh, doing the coloring. Yes, sorry, I lost track a little bit there. Yeah, the squad is all there. All four of the main characters, I guess, of my, as of right now, unnamed original character story. So yeah, today I'm gonna be just coloring. So let's go. So yeah, part of the reason why I started streaming so late was, I mentioned this on my Twitter a couple of weeks ago, but the first week I delayed streaming was because my aunt had COVID-19, and so we had to we had to, and me and my twin, we weren't feeling like super well either, so we wanted to check that like the virus hadn't spread throughout our house. We just wanted to play it safe, and I didn't want to give like a lower quality stream, after all the technical issues of my previous stream, and that didn't want to give a lower quality stream for my viewers. So I was like, you know what, I'm probably just gonna cancel this for the next week or so and wait till we get better. And then the extra week was just me preparing to go back to school. But, the good news is that we're all clear of COVID now. We were cleared last week. So, and I got my test back from the school today. I got my school issue test back, and I'm still negative. So it looks like whatever strain of the virus, the one that came into our house was probably a weak one. So we all ended up okay. We're all good now. We're all safe. Anyways, Evie, Victorine, who's the character on the far right, she was influenced by Edelgard. She was definitely influenced by Edelgard in terms of how I characterized her in terms of her design, and I guess some parts of her personality. So, calling her Edelgard too isn't a huge stretch, because she kind of is that. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, I'm starting school, I'm starting school in a couple of, well, not even in a couple of days, like next Monday, I'm starting school again, and I'm kind of excited and apprehensive at the same time, because on one hand, there's gonna be a lot, on one hand, there's gonna be a lot of stuff I'm gonna be enjoying making over there, if that makes sense. But at the same time, I'm kind of I'm kind of apprehensive about the workload I'm gonna receive too. So there's that as well. Yeah. And that's not the correct tone. And the let's see, and I, one class of mine is completely asynchronous, so none of the lessons are going to be held in person. They're all going to be, kind of a do it on your own, kind of course, and so I'm kind of apprehensive about that as well, because it's the first time I've done something completely asynchronous, so I'm just kind of wondering how that will go. I'm sure, given it's a, pretty simple class, it's not going to go super badly or anything like that, but at the same time, it doesn't hurt to show some sort of caution. Yeah, that peach lady right there is another one of my original characters. Her name is Madeline. I did a little comic based on her. about a year ago or so, and I'm still very proud of it. I entered it for a competition for the I think it's the Celsius International Manga Schools competition, and I didn't end up winning anything for it, and I think I can see why looking back on it now, but you know, I'm still very proud of how it came out. Yeah, her name is kind of, it's similar to, you know, the Madeline from Celeste, yeah. But I guess the difference is that her name is kind of intentionally spelt wrong. So it's like Madliene as opposed to Madene, because oh no, my avatar isn't lagging or anything like that. She's this is just because I'm off key. I'm off, you know, it's my facial tracking isn't showing, so like it's so sometimes, you know, when I'm looking down at my iPad to work on it, it goes off track, and so that's why it might seem like it's it happens to all VTubers. It happens to all VTubers. So this is just kind of a common occurrence, really, and I just kind of laugh it out now. If I lower my whoops, if I lower my stand a little bit, I should be able to fix it, make it a little bit better. Aw, crap. Gotta get rid of these brown stains. Oops. Yeah, but it should go less off track now. But I guess that's kind of how it is when you're, you know, your VTubing program's kind of working from a iPhone right now. Yeah, I'm good. I'm all good. You know, I was having a, you know, as you saw on Twitter yesterday, I was having a bit of a rough spot, you know. And, you know, this sometimes happens. Like, you can't... But I guess I'm doing okay now. I'm just kind of trying to recover from that at the moment, but I'm doing okay. I'm doing a lot better than I was yesterday. So I'm all good now. Yeah. Anyways, this character was introduced in a visual novel I wrote back in I think early August, late July, and her name's Theo, and she's like the captain of the guard and stuff. She's very responsible and very no nonsense. So I wanted to make her kind of like one of the more serious. She's like really, really pretty too. As you can see, I put a lot of effort into her design. And for design, I wanted to make it a mixture between French war uniforms and with a little bit of what's her name, of Riben no Kishi, a little bit of Riben no Kishi influences, which you can really see with her hat. And I think, like, there aren't a lot of black characters who are, like, you know, princess knights and stuff like that. So I thought I might wanted to make one. That's why I made Theo, who has that kind of princess knight aura. So, yeah. Let me see. Oh, right. I've got to add a little bit the skin lightening thing, too. Right here. I don't know if this is the best color I could use for her hands, because the palms are always like a little bit lighter on the inside than on the outside for someone of her skin tone. But maybe I could increase the saturation. Hold on. Oh, that's not right. Might need to change the color margin. No, maybe the other one is better. Maybe the other one is better. Yeah, she looks better there. And then, I'm gonna have to make her skin tone a bit darker. Down. And yeah, this is Epe, who's the latest of these characters that I introduced. I had a lot of fun drawing her line art a couple of days ago. She was really fun. Oh wait, is my screen freezing? hold on. Oh no, never mind. Never mind. Alright, let me fix this. Sometimes Reflector, does this. I mean, to those who are new to this stream, sometimes the app I'm using for my, mirroring, for my screen mirroring, freezes, so I have to kind of deal with that as I go. So 0888, let me, quickly fix that. Should be working again soon. Alright, let me just... This is also why I kind of hook up my iPad to my computer too, to prevent this from happening more often, but honestly I feel like it only works sometimes. Hold on, let me move this a little bit more. Yoink. Yoink. Hold on. This should be okay now. Alright? Cool. Yay. We've got it back. I think. Yes, we do. Yes. Perfect. So anyways, yeah. This is Epee. She's the newest character in this lineup of original characters, and I'm really excited to you know, color her in today. This lineup has been a lot of yeah, everyone's favorite dumbass annoying lesbian. That's Epee. And alright. Let me, I don't know if the skin color is the correct one. Let me just select the color gamut and tweak this. And so then I'm gonna just do her hair now. Oh no, maybe on a separate clipping layer, like so. Anyways, it's been really cold over here, and unfortunately I've been getting a little bit of a wind lick. My wind lick because of that. My lips are really dry at the moment, so I've got to deal with that after the stream. But yeah, I'm just hoping that, you know, if you're living in a cold climate right now, you know, I hope you're staying warm and staying safe right now. I hear that, you know, back where I live right now, there's going to be a snowstorm coming soon, like around Monday evening. So I'm not really looking forward to that, because it's probably going to get in the way of a lot of stuff. Yeah. Did you all see that that really cool new music video by horror music video by the artist, was it Vivinos or something like that? It's really good. I love the magical girl aesthetics being combined with horror. It's really cool. Indeed, yeah. Positively Baroque fashion for Epee. So as a result, her clothes are incredibly difficult to draw. You know what? I'm just going to be lazy and merge all these layers, because I can always select them with a color gamut later and see where to go from there. It's not too hard. Right. Hold on. So, yeah, as I was mentioning earlier, I was a little bit stressed yesterday, but I think due to, you know, I was able to kind of calm down a bit today, and I think I'm doing a lot better this evening. I'm getting ahead of, like, a lot of the coursework right now, which is nice. So, you know, I'm able to focus a little bit more of my time and energy on original stuff, or on stuff like, you know, streaming, which is fun. I love streaming. It's very relaxing, I think. Hold on, let me just color in Victorine's eyes. Doo-doo. Yeah, jabots are really cool. I love drawing them. They're just really fun to draw the folds and just make a character. It makes any character look like super fancy. So I recommend jabots. Make all your characters wear jabots. They are iconic. They are beautiful, iconic. And so now I think I'm gonna focus on Victorine and Madeline first, since they're the characters who have pre-existing designs. I just decided to give Victorine a little bit of a update though, because I thought her original jabot was I mean, not jabot, her original outfit was kind of didn't make sense completely in parts, especially like her hair. Oh god. So I was like, you know what, I need to give her a redesign in parts, because now she like makes a lot more sense. Although her resemblance to Saber is getting stronger and stronger. So I hope there's no one at Type Moon comes after me for that. She's not, you know, she's not completely, I mean, she's got some influences from Saber, but I want her to be distinct from her too. So I'm just kind of worried. I'm just kind of ripping off Saber's design in some way. But, you know, Saber's design is really iconic. So, I mean, I've seen my fair share of other anime shows try to, you know, have their own version of Saber with all varying degrees of success, you know? So I'm hoping that, you know, I'm just giving her design a kind of facelift, because I think her old design needed some work. And, yeah, that's kind of how it is. Wait, what the? Let me just get rid of this, bit of line. Hold on. There you go. Yeah, and I think now I'm gonna work on the golden parts of her outfit, just to give it that extra level of shine. Point, point, point. Sometimes when I watch like some like well, art streams, live streams, speed paints or stuff like that, I notice that the artists often don't use like the paint bucket tool, and while I understand like the reason for why that might be, you know, the paint bucket tool can actually like why some people might choose to do that, like it's completely understandable, I think. On the other hand, like just for me personally, I find like drawing with the paint bucket is really fun and a really quick way to, you know, just get it's just a really fun way, I mean a really easy way to just slap some colors onto your drawing, I guess, for lack of a better way of saying it. It's just really easy to do, to get bright block colors into your drawing. Well, that's true, Zahir. She is a lot taller than Saber, so I guess there's that. And I guess there's also the fact that she wears a crown a lot on in battle, if we don't count like FGO's Saber doing the same thing. And I guess there's kind of their maybe there are personality differences between them. I don't know. I'll be honest. As much as I love drawing these characters, I still have got their personalities in the works. You know, it's kind of weird. You know, they're kind of just like work in progress characters. Characters I'm not really actively thinking about the story of, but kind of just like playing around and, you know, playing around with and just making kind of vague setting for them to all interact with one another in. But otherwise, yeah, they're not like, they don't have as concrete of a story as some of my other original characters do, I think. Yeah, I think her crown is definitely one of the outstanding points of her design to me as well. I feel like, you know, it just gives a strong sense of like regalness, and you know, it's also tied in with the symbol of her empire, the empire she rules over too, which is like a sun-like empire. It's called the Soleilment Empire because it's just like, you know, sunshine, I guess, using my kind of GCSE level French to name things. So, you know, because I used French for the name, that's why some of the characters have French influences with their outfits. Yeah. So I'm gonna just, oh wait, no, that's not where it goes. Anyways, yeah, I think leaving home for school was kind of rough on me too. So I think part of the reason why I had a little bit of a you know, a little bit of an anxiety attack was because I missed being at home with my twin and my aunt. So yeah, that was a little bit rough on me. But, you know, I'm getting used to living alone again, so you know, I think I'll manage. I think I'll manage. Yeah. Oops. So, do you have any questions, like about my art process, something like that? I'll be honest, my brain's a little fried today, so I'd be, you know, I'd kind of like to hand the microphone, metaphorical microphone, over to you guys. So, if there's any question you have about how I do things here, I'd be more than happy to answer them. Oh, I have something fun. Maybe I could just sing and, you know, have fun with that, really. What could I sing? Oh, hi there, Simstar. Thank you. I'm glad the stream is an improvement over like my previous streams. I think it's just the better internet over here compared to the internet back at my aunt's house. She's gonna be she's gonna be fixing that though, so hopefully that will, you know, not be an issue for when I do future streams when I come back to her house over the summer. Oh, how do I configure my paint bucket tool to fill all the way up to my lines? Now, this is a very good question. When you're using Clip Studio Paint, there's something that says area scaling. So let me demonstrate on another file quickly. Let's see, right here. I'll go back to the original one shortly. So how I do it is, let's say I have a circle and I want to fill it up to the lines. So the way I do that is I click the paint bucket tool and I go to area scaling. And so the higher I put up area scaling, the greater it's going to fill up the fill up the bucket. So I mean, for instance, if let's say I'm coloring on one layer, boom, you can see how the line art went smaller, and that's because the paint bucket filled up, you know, further to the lines. So if you're working with like multiple layers, usually increasing the increasing the area scaling can help prevent that kind of icky looking white outline when you use the paint bucket tool. Thank you so much, BR. I'm glad you think the drawing is very cute. And I'm glad that the you know, all the issues seem to be going away now. It makes me really happy, and it makes me really, you know, optimistic about future streams too. Because, you know, I just I'm really optimistic about doing what is it further doing game streams again. Like, I gotta get back to that Undertale playthrough I've been putting off for a long time. You know, I've been promising to get to the Snowden part for a while, so we'll see if I can do that. I'll look at my timetable tomorrow and see what I can, you know, see what I can do. It's gonna be my first week of school though tomorrow, so I can't make any promises on that, but you know, I'm gonna try my best. Let's see, what else? Boink, 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 boink. Boink, 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 boink. Yeah, I was doing a Undertale playthrough a couple of weeks ago. The first stream was of a really dubious quality because I hadn't figured. I mean, something went wrong with the settings I put in, and kind of looked like it was deep fried, something like that, and the connection went awry. But I'm hoping that for like future streams, for like future streams of the game, which I plan to do soon, this will not be the case. And I really look forward to playing the game again too. It's one of my favorite game. It's one of my favorite games of all time, and I've been meaning to revisit it for a long time. Yeah. Yeah, Undertale is one of my favorite games of all time. It's super good. Remember the first time I played through and I cried really hard at the True Pacifist ending. I actually have never done a No Mercy route, and so I was thinking, you know, I might have mentioned this before, but I've been thinking about doing a No Mercy route playthrough for a while. So yeah. Oh, Getting Over with Bennett Foddy. Yeah, that's, I think, another one that's on my playlist too. I hear it's like quite frustrating to play though, which I guess is part of why it's called the way it is, why it's called Getting Over It. I hear it's quite frustrating to play, so, you know, that's definitely on my to-play list, too. It's on my legally obliged playlist. I can't promise with any of the horror games VTubers play, though, like Phasmophobia or anything like that. I'd probably be scared shitless if I played Phasmophobia, to be completely honest. It's just, you know, I don't do very well with horror games. I'd probably be screaming and crying. Although I love making, like, horror content, so I guess I'm a little bit of a hypocrite. I love making horror comics. I wrote 7 Miles Down, and yet I can't handle a horror game. Although, you know, I mean, with RPG Maker horror, I can somewhat tolerate that. Like, if we're stretching the definition a bit, Yumaniki is definitely one example of a game I had a game that is I can tolerate. I can generally tolerate. I don't know, I just don't do well with like jump scares and stuff though. In terms of other games though, I mean, I guess maybe Among Us with my audience. That sounds like a lot of fun. And you know, I've wanted to do there's another thing I've been you know, working on too. I'm planning to possibly do a small karaoke stream. Maybe sometime soon. Yeah, I think that's definitely part of why I definitely think that's why I'm not as scared of my own horror works than, you know, other people's horror works, I guess. Because there is that sense of, like, you know what you're creating. You know what you're going up against, so you're not scared of it because you're the one who made it. Whereas with other people's horror, you don't know what you're going in for. I think with jump scares, you know, in horror games, I feel like if they're played effectively, they can be genuinely scary and stuff. But the problem is that from what I've heard, a lot of horror games kind of just, you know, rely on them as the only source of horror. And I don't really like that. I feel like, you know, if it's done a more effective way, is just more atmospheric horror. Atmospheric horror, like, you know, creating a build-up to a frightening scene or frightening image, that sort of thing, versus, you know, just shoving a scary image for like a split second to try and get a cheap scream out of the player. That said, though, there are like entire horror game franchises that live or die by jump scares. Like Five Nights at Freddy's is a really great example. I don't know. I don't find the jump scares particularly spooky, though, as far as jump scares go. But, you know, I'm happy Scott Cawthon is doing well with that franchise. You know, he seems like a nice guy, so... He seems like a nice guy. Thank you, Ori! I'm really glad you like the colors in this. That makes me really happy. I'm gonna have to do a little bit of tweaking, because I'm not super loving how this gray is coming out, but otherwise, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, Among Us with my, Among Us would be a lot of fun. I haven't actually touched the game in a bit, so I think it would be fun to just play with a lot of different people in my audience and see, you know, and see how we mesh against one another. Word has it that I'm a pretty decent imposter. Don't cite word has it, just word has it. We'll see though. If a session you know, ever comes about, we can put my skills to the test. Hi Mado, it's nice to see you too. Yeah, I'm glad the internet's better too. Makes for a much nicer streaming experience, I think. It's like I don't have to worry as much about, like, you know, maintaining the stream and technical difficulties now that the stream is running butter smooth. It's nice. Ugh, my lips are burning. I really need to put some, you know, drying stuff on this after this. Having chaplets is the worst. Okay, well, I need to, tweak, let me just, Okay, I see how this works now. But yeah, I mean, sorry, I dropped this a little bit earlier, but yeah, I've been thinking about doing a karaoke stream for a bit. Because, you know, I've always wanted to sing more often. So, you know, I've been thinking about what songs I want to possibly put on it and just sing my favorite songs, that sort of thing. Yeah, Victorine is like a combination of chonk and style. That's the best way I think you could describe her. She's large, but she's also very beautiful. She's a tall, as some people would call her. Yeah, I'd be more than happy to, like, you know, sing for my audience. I'm just wondering what what songs I want to sing. So I might have to come up with a decent set list before I think about, you know, doing anything of that sort. And, you know, there's also a matter of getting tracks to, you know, like getting backing tracks and that sort of thing. All right. I'm just gonna color in these little horrible, ugly white specks, and then I'm gonna start tweaking the colors in Victory. Thank you so much, Mado. I'm really glad with how they came out too. I think they came out really nicely. Now I feel like this thingy is blending in too much. Maybe I should make it a lighter gold for the redesign. I don't know. No, I don't really like that. That looks a bit not great. Oh, I remember, I think. Oh, you're planning to you're planning to draw something for my karaoke stream? Really? That means a lot. Thank you. I love it when people draw me things. Thank you. All right. Now to select this color gamut. All right. Let's tweak this a bit. Tweak, 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 tweak. And hello. Hello. Nice to see you. Let me see. Tweak, 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 tweak. Something like that. That's better. How about more platinum? Yay, I like this. Yes, that's good. It's very good. Oh, right, I need to add more stuff to her shoes. Do 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 do. I might just tweak this bit of line art right here. These characters are my original characters. Yeah, they're my OCs. I came up with them like a year. I came up with Victorine and Madeline specifically about a year ago, and Theo and especially Epe came along a little bit later. So yeah, these are my original characters. I designed them. I came up with their personalities, that sort of thing. And thank you so much. Thank you. I'm really glad you like them. That makes me happy. Alright, now to get on to Madeline's design. So I'm gonna merge Victorine's flats now. And I'm gonna work on Madeline's. I feel like, yeah, it's been I mean, I'm shocked. I'm shocked myself. I feel like I came out with these guys like only a couple of months ago, and yet, you know, it's been a year since I designed them, and that just makes me feel super surreal. Even then, I'm making, like, you know, changes to designs, like, you know, I'm making a Madeline's skin color a bit darker and changing, like, some of Victorine's outfit. And then, of course, I'm adding new characters to their ensemble, too. It's just super weird to think that, you know, these characters were, you know, came up with these characters such a long time ago. 2020 did really go by really fast. I feel like it was only like yesterday that I you know, was, I don't know, I was coming up with them. It was a really weird and bad year, I think, overall. I mean, we can all agree, I guess, that 2020 was a pretty poopy year, but 2020, you know, had that weird effect of being, like, so short and yet so long at the same time, and it made just, like, a huge amount of impact on people's psyches. I think it was the quarantine that really did it, because we were mostly stuck to the same places every day, so we had to, like, find ways of passing the time quickly without kind of going nuts. Yeah. Xenon. I think, you know, it doesn't, I think there's, you know, nothing wrong with, you know, trying to, wanting to start again, you know, but, you know, there's nothing wrong with, like, wanting to start again. And I understand, like, you know, looking at your own art and feeling like, this sucks. But, you know, I feel like the best way is that, you know, just approaching practice. I think approaching practice for art is a good way to get rid of that feeling towards art. Like, just looking at a reference or looking at art styles that make you happy or inspire you, and just taking out what makes, you know, what about them makes you really happy. What about them makes you really happy. Because once you identify those things, you can incorporate them into your style, and then, you know, improve rapidly. Yeah. But no, Mado, I actually agree with you that, you know, 2020 passed really, really fast. And it was just, you know, it's just, I guess, it's that kind of weird feeling of that, you know, in a individual moment, like, I don't know, waiting for something to happen. Things feel really slow. But then, like, when you're waiting for, like, I don't know, when you don't think about it for a bit, suddenly, I don't know, it's the last day of holidays. That's kind of how it was for me during the winter holidays. Like, I was like, oh, gee, a lot, this holiday is just beginning. You know, and it's longer than usual. It's gonna be 6 weeks, so I hope those don't go by very fast, and wouldn't you know, they went by super fast. Yeah, Xenon, I think that, you know, with anything, you know, you're always gonna have those moments where, you know, no matter how good you get at something, especially like something like art, you're always gonna have those moments where you're gonna be like, why did I draw this? Why aren't my skills good enough? But I feel like the way to quickly break through that is to, you know, take a step back and just remind yourself of why you drew in the first place. Look at things that, like, give you energy and make you happy with art, and then just come back to your art and try and put that energy back into your art. It's not going to be an immediate thing. It's not going to be an immediate process, but I think gradually over time you're going to get, like, you're going to start developing stuff like that, the style you want out of your art. Because at the end of the day, a style is just shorthand for how you, like, draw things. Yeah, same. I got a lot of projects done over the winter break as well, namely, like, some illustration projects and a big thing that I can't really, I mean, and something that, you know, I'm hoping will go well. And since I'm, you know, at the very tail end of my holiday break, I'm now just like trying to get some job applications out of the way. But yeah, I agree that it went way too fast, and I would just have liked to spend more quality time with my family. Kind of sucks too to see that my twin sister has a slightly longer holiday break than I do, because she doesn't start school till like the beginning of February, and I start school in like a couple of days, so I'm a bit bummed about that. But what can you do? At the very least, I get out of school a lot earlier. I get out of school like in early May. Oh, Mado, was is it the one that talks about how art styles are in effect just how we see the world, like how we do shorthand for the world and how it can't really be seen as much else? That sort of thing? Was it about that? Oh, right. No. Yeah, that was the one. That was the one, I think. Yeah, that was the thread I was thinking of when I was talking about how art styles are basically just like the way we simplify the world. Hi, Jade. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, art styles really are just like the way we process the world, the way we view the world and stuff. And I think the greater we increase our visual library, the greater our art styles become. So they become more informed, and that's really nice. That's kind of why I've been starting to use Pinterest more, and I think it's starting to show more in my later pieces, because beforehand I would kind of be apprehensive about using references. I don't know why I just was. But I think since using Pinterest, I could just find like everything I wanted for my art, and like I could find like if say if I want to find a reference for like a corset or about like a or like a ribbon or a outfit from a certain period, I could just look it up on Pinterest instead of having to ache and moan or guess at what an outfit would look like. And I think that's made my art improve a lot, just using references, and also using like pose references and stuff too. One other thing I wanted to bring up as well, speaking of references, is that, you know, the topic of 3D models and stuff. And, I feel like there's a bit of a stigma against using 3D models for drawing artwork and stuff, because I feel like, when you're like in a rush or like you need to get something out, they're really good for like, getting a complicated pose you want down, like one with extreme foreshortening or something like that. I mean, of course, using a, learning anatomy and learning proportions and getting that stuff right is the best thing you can do. And I'm still trying to do that with photo references and whatnot. And I need to establish like a life drawing routine too. But, yeah. Establishing a life drawing routine. But, it's definitely helped my art a lot. And for anyone who hasn't started yet, I highly recommend using a Pinterest as a way to find really good references of things you want to draw, like say outfits or objects or stuff like that, or even just saving references of art styles you really admire and taking influence from them when you want to study an artist or the work they do. I'm really happy with how Thea's design is coming out. I think she looks the best out of the four. Her design is very, simple but elegant, which I think suits her a lot. She's a very elegant person. Oops. Paint, 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 paint. Yoink. 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 Yeah, that's another thing. That's another thing I really like about using references. Like, part of the reason I'm using Pinterest more often is because I want to make it a habit for me to just collect references and use them. in my artwork, because I feel like using references makes my artwork a lot stronger. Like, for instance, I used a reference for Theo's saber here, and I think it looks a lot stronger than had I just tried to draw it from memory. Yeah, there's definitely that too. Like, you learn to eventually, once you've drawn something enough, you eventually kind of learn how to stylize it in your own style rather than making it look like you just simply copied it from a photo. And that's where your style really starts getting, that's where styles really start getting interesting, I think. Oh, another stream idea I've been considering is playing Muse Dash. Because, you know, it's a rhythm game I have on my iPad. And I was considering, like, streaming it, because I really enjoy playing it when I need to have a, break, or, like, when I'm just trying to relax, because, you know, rhythm games are a good way to de-stress. It's just, like, hitting buttons and hoping you get a good combo and stuff. And it's just nice. It's really nice. Oops. And some of the songs are really great too. Like, I'd like to share some of my favorite tracks from it. It's a really fun game. Oh, DDR songs to Beat Saber. Which ones? Which ones did you pick? Which ones did you pick? Oh, nuts. I think I drew Theo's thingy wrong, so I gotta fix that. Yeah. Tweak this. Boop, boop, boop. Butterfly! How can I forget? I am your little butterfly. Green, black, and blue, and the colors of the sky. I, where's my samurai? Yeah. I'm searching for a man all across Japan. Yes, to find my samurai. Some's a little strong, but still a little shy. Yes, I need my samurai. I am your little butterfly. Green, black, and blue makes the colors of the sky. I am your little butterfly. Green, black, and blue makes the colors of the sky. God, that song was a super big one during my childhood. I thought it was legitimately like a masterpiece of music when I was like 12. I still think it is. It's like, it carries like a big, what is it? It carries a big influence. It has a big part of, like, you know, 12-year-old anime fan, 12-year-old anime fan culture. I think it has a lot of that vibe, and I think that's why I love it so much, because it reminds me of when I was like 12 and searching the internet for Tokyo Mew Mew AMVs and listening to that song and being like, oh my god, this is the most beautiful song I've ever heard. It is the ultimate nostalgia. Oh yeah, no, I definitely agree with the whole style, you know, the whole feeling of style mismatch stuff. Like, when I'm unfamiliar with drawing something and I try incorporating it into my style, sometimes it doesn't always succeed, and it kind of looks like kind of weird and out of place as a result. Like, sometimes I notice it with other people's art styles too. Like, when I'm reading webtoons on Webtoon, sometimes I notice when someone tried drawing something and, you know, didn't quite, like from reference, and didn't quite succeed. But I think that's just part of learning. That's just part of artistic growth. It's normal to have that sort of thing. Stand a little strong, it's a little shy. Yes, I need. Now it's in my head. No. You know what was the other big Dance Dance Revolution song for me? True Love by Jun. That song was my jam way before I knew about Nyan Neko Sugar Girls. And believe me, I love Nyan Neko Sugar Girls too. That is an iconic anime. You should all go and watch Nyan Neko Sugar Girls. It is beautiful. It is a hallmark of human it is a hallmark of humanness. It's a hallmark of, I don't know. It's something. Go watch it. You won't regret it. I think at least you might not regret it. They even came out with a COVID PSA when the virus was coming out, and I was like, wow, Nyan Neko Sugar Girls actually they actually uploaded a video after several years. That's insane. It truly was a special anime. True love, I'm looking for true love. True love, wherever I go. True love, I'm looking for true love. So love, help me so. Looking for true love, looking for true love wherever I go. Looking for true love, looking for love to love to help me so. Sunday, Monday, my heart again. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, let's start again. Make him handsome, make him strong, make him last the whole night long. I don't remember the other lyrics, I'm sorry. There's also songs like Love Shine by Ryu Kosaka, stuff like that. That was like my DDR childhood. Now, I mentioned this in another stream, but I still personally think that DDR should be made a it should be made a legitimate exercise form, and should be installed in all gymnasiums, because I guarantee you, if you put a game like that in any gymnasium, if you put a if you give a gymnasium a DDR set, you will bet your ass I will go over there and I will start exercising like crazy. No gymnasium has invested, and same with all the other nerds too. Like, if you put DDR in your gym, you will be guaranteed to, you know, you will guaranteed get nerds to get out of the basement and exercise. You have no idea how much rhythm games have, like, ensnared our souls. Speaking of rhythm games, I've always wanted to try some of the other more esoteric rhythm games like Waka or Jubeat or some of the others. I mean, you can play Reflect Beat on your phone, but or Tune-them, one of those games, and I'm just like, I've always wanted to play those games, but they're only in Japanese arcades. It's not fair. Well, the problem is, Jade, is that the nearest arcade, most arcades in the Boston area don't really have those games. They don't really have a DDR machine. You're gonna find like a lot of those racing mini games or those claw games or whatever, like in a Chuck E. Cheese or whatnot. But I think like the really good arcades, there's only one that I know of in the Massachusetts area that has a that has like those more esoteric games. That has those more esoteric games, and so you know, I'm not gonna drive all the way over there just to have play a few rounds of I don't know, Dance Dance Revolution or something like that, as much as I'd like to. Also, there is as you know, much as it needs reiterating, there is a pandemic. So, I mean, I know you're aware of that, but I mean, arcade. Okay, well, to be fair, yeah, I'm not gonna deny that. I'm not gonna deny that. They are the DDR machine in when I was doing you know, the one DDR machine I did manage to play on the one DDR machine was pretty busted. Like, it did take a considerable amount of force to get the dance pad to respond to like my input. And you know, that got kind of that kind of hurt my legs really, really fast. So yeah, that was not super great. So yeah, I do agree that that could definitely be a factor too. Yeah, the only other place that I knew that had a DDR machine was like a long time ago in my secondary school. You know, every other year they would hold this thing called a called like the Christmas market and stuff like that, and it's be where they'd like it'd be where they'd like market it'd be where they'd like sell like a bunch of stuff from like books to snacks, stuff like that. And one year they brought along a Dance Dance Revolution machine, and that was really fun to work with. That was really fun to play on. I beat the rest. Well, during that time, I had a go at it because I was like a big, you know, I was still really big on playing DDR and stuff, and I ended up winning the DDR machine thing and getting like a bunch of candy as a reward. That was really nice. I wonder if this would look better with the opposite colors going the opposite way around. Let's see. That's maybe a bit too dark. But yeah, I still stand by my statement that most gymnasiums should, you know, employ some form of Dance Dance Revolution as a legitimate exercise form. Because I guarantee you, you'll get all the nerds to exercise if you employ that game, if you deploy that game. It is a very, very fun game and a very good way to burn calories. Oh, Beats. Yeah, I've heard a lot of good stuff about Beat Saber too. I really want to you know, get into it, but as of right now, I don't have a VR headset. I'm pretty sure though that if I did though, I would be hooked, and it'd be a great, you know, way for me to exercise more. I've also been thinking about, since I do have a Switch and all, I've been considering about getting a Ring Fit Adventure and playing that, because that's a game, you know, that would, I think, help me just exercise more and be less, and just, you know, work on my core stuff I need to work on more. Like, I mean, I do walk. I try to walk every single day, but there's still stuff I need to work on, like my core and that sort of thing. So I think that might help. I think that game might help me out. Oops. But it is just really fun to just whack out a few notes to, you know, just win, to play games, play rhythm games. I love rhythm games a lot. They're a good de-stressor. Sometimes I used to play like a lot of the gacha rhythm games too, like Bang Dream and Bang Dream and Love Live School Idol Festival, but I kind of fell out of them just because I don't really like how like score is determined. True, I think about that too. Like, you know, when I think about, you know, someone just like lifting these, I don't know, 100 kilogram weights or something like that, and then I see, I don't know, someone else just trying to like do, I don't know, healing division on extreme for like, you know, nonstop, and then like the person who's doing healing division is screaming out in pain. Like, how many arrows are flying at me? I can't hit all those arrows with the D-pad. Holy shit. The dance pad. Or like someone doing crunches and then seeing another person trying to, you know, remember getting absolutely knackered from playing, I don't know, what's a good song? What's a good example of a song? I don't know. There's this, I think it's like something Revenge or something like that. I can't remember. It's called, I can't remember. I think it was like Matsuri Revenge. That was a challenge song that I did quite a bit when I was playing DDR Supernova. And that was pretty, that was a pretty brutal one. Creeper. Aw, man. So we back in the mine, singing our pickaxes from side to side, side to side. Da 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 da. I can't remember the rest. Oh yes, Taiko no Tatsujin! Taiko no Tatsujin! I definitely know about that game. I really want to play that too. I heard that like the RPG spin-off of it got ported to Switch. I'm not sure. But yeah, that's another game on my to play list. It's quite similar actually to Mustache in terms of like gameplay from what I've heard, because it involves like you hitting different sides of the screen or hitting two different buttons to hit the different colored notes. So I think you know, since I'm really liking Mustache a lot, I'll be able to transition to Taiko no Tatsujin quite easily. Looks really cute. It looks really cute. I hope they have, you know, I heard they had like a collab with some Toho Dojin songs too, which is really nice to see. You know, it's nice to see a lot of Toho Dojin artists like IOSYS and stuff like that get, and Cool and Create, get a lot of, you know, jobs and prestige in the industry, in the anime, otaku side of the anime industry. I've loved their work since I was young, and, you know, it's just really nice to see their work just get even better. I didn't realize it had an Undertale song pack though. That's legitimately super cool. I've gotta definitely check that out in that case, because Undertale's soundtrack really slaps. Toby did a great job on it. Like what songs exactly do they have on the Undertale song pack? Like I'm expecting stuff like Megalovania and Hopes and Dreams, but do they have any of Undyne's themes by any chance? Just asking, because she is the best Undertale character. Not super big fan of this color. There's one song that's kind of going in my head right now, and it's from like one of the later dash packs. It's called Hige Onsha, and it's just got a really catchy beat, and I can't stop thinking about it. Super Onsha, Super Onsha, 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 Onsha. Aw, that's a shame. It seems to be only those three, really. I mean, they're still good songs. I'm just like, where's my Undyne Love? Where's my Undyne Love? She has some of the best themes in the game. Like, how can you exclude Battle Against a True Hero? That's like one of my favorite songs ever. Yeah, Battle Against a True Hero would have been a really nice song to play. I know they do have it in like another rhythm game though, Groove Coaster. So I mean, it's not like rhythm games are lacking in it, but I've never really liked Groove Coaster's gameplay style, so I don't think I really stuck with it long. It's a shame though, because they have a lot of really good songs on it. As I was saying about Hige Onsha, though, the map for it is insanely fun. It's just, I'm thinking about playing it again after this. Because it's just like, it's a lot of beat hitting. I mean, that's rhythm games in general, but it's like... just super catchy. I love it a lot. Just tweak that. Thank you so much, Mado. I kind of based it off the character she was originally based off of. But yeah, I wanted to make her have a kind of slightly different palette to the other characters since, well, from Victorine and Theo, since she's not, in little background I've thought about giving her, she's not really from the same area that Victorine and Theo are from. So I wanted to reflect that also in her outfit by giving her kind of deeper reds and, you know, more bright sunny colors rather than the kind of cool blues and stuff. Although I'm saying that while I added that big pink to, huge amount of pink to Theo's design. So, I don't know. Let's see, how else could I make this? Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Astria. I'm really glad you like how all these color palettes are coming together. I really love coloring stuff and just like seeing how my characters work together, like color-wise and stuff. Super nice to see just it all kind of fall in place. You know? It's nice. It's very nice. It's very nice, Caesar-chan. I need to catch up on JoJo. FA absolutely does have big rascal energies. I mean, she's kind of like a, how do I put it? She's kind of like an annoying dumbass who, like, and I say annoying in the most affectionate way possible. Like, I say she's like the kind of character, she's like, how do I put it? The kind of character you're like, oh, it's you again, but that, in that kind of weirdly exasperated but affectionate way. That sort of character. Definitely annoying, but really endearing, too, in a way. Let me... And yeah, I think rascal's the best way to describe her. That's the best way to describe her. Let me just color this in. I'm gonna correct line, just line width a bit. So there's the flats. That's cool. I'm gonna go save this. FA, the thorn in your side that you cannot do without. Exactly. So she's like your, you know, after you stub your toe and your toe really hurts, but at the same time, when the pain is gone, you kind of are like, where did it go? Where did it go? She's kind of like that. Annoying, but in a weird way, a presence you'd miss if she were gone. So now I'm going to try and shade these, shade them all. So I'm going to try and start with filling in the block colors. So there's a specific color I do use for shading, which I'm going to use here, I think. That doesn't look right. Alright. I do love adding shade to my characters though, because like giving them a depth and dimension. They're like, yay, they're getting depth. They're looking like actual 3D people as opposed to just 2D flats now. That's really nice. I like that a lot. Basically, that's the same. That's kind of the same for me, because, you know, when I'm running into flats, I'm just like, this is, when I look at my flats, I'm like, this is kind of mid. Then when I actually finish rendering them, I'm like, this is actually good. How did I make this? So yeah, I feel ya, Mado. Yeah, I think I'm starting. Oh. Hello? Yeah, I think I'm starting to get like slight lags as well. Hold on. What's going on? Oh, I think I know why. It's because my computer's on low power. Okay, so, yeah, I think I'm gonna end the drawing stream here because my computer's starting to, my laptop's starting to really, run out of power. And, yeah, I wasn't aware of that. So I think that's why my stream is lagging. Yeah. But thank you for attending the stream. I really appreciate it. Bye!